Okay, so I want to talk to you about, we're still on the context in relationships. We're still on the context of how does a man think? I talked about in a video not too long ago about what do you bring to the table? That table represents a contract. Okay. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit more about a mindset in the context of relationships and why the older the man is valuable and the older the woman is not so much. Keeping in line with what we've already learned so far. Okay. So let's look at it in this context. I'm a businessman. And so as a businessman, I have investors, and investors look at me, look at my reputation, look at my social media. They look at everything that I'm doing, and they come to a conclusion that the money they can give me, they believe that money is well spent, in the context that they will test me. Here's some money. Here's $100. I want to see what you do with my money. And my test is I will take that $100, provide a product or service, bring an increase to the business, take the profits from that, give him his $100 back, plus over a period of time, I can turn that $100 into $200, maybe $300, and so on and so on. Okay. A relationship is exactly like that. Let me explain. Okay. So a older man, he will say, I have time, I have resources, I have energy. Those are the three components that he feels very confident in. Some may have currency, money, some may not, some have more than others, but time, energy, resources. He has connection. He knows how to get things done. Okay. Ultimately, a man is an investor. And he's looking for someone to invest into. His investing point of view is, I want to find somebody that's going to bring a return, an increase to my time, energy, and resources. Okay. In this, he looks at a woman. And we'll just keep it simple, guys, okay? Traditional. He looks at a woman and he says, I can give you my time, my energy, my resources. What are you giving me back? He is not, ladies, please understand this. He is not saying, giving you time, energy, resources for you to say, I'm going to clean for you. We're not looking for cleaners. I'm going to cook for you. We're not looking for private chefs. Sex. I'm not looking for a temporary, full-time prostitute, concubine kind of woman. That's not what I'm bringing my money to. Now, again, there are a lot of guys out there who is looking for those things. But a traditional man who works hard, he's got his life, he's not clubbing, he's not whoremongering, he's out there trying to do the right thing. He's divorced, he's whatever. He's older, he's experienced, he's valuable. Because he still has time, energy, and resources, and he's willing to share that time, energy, resources, invest into someone who can bring him a return. And so therefore, a guy is not looking for a cleaning woman, a chef, private chef, and a prostitute in his woman that he's investing into. No. That's not what we're looking for. So you ask yourself, ladies, what is it that you can give a man if he has these things to invest in you? What can you give him in return to take what he gives you and bring a return to it? The only thing that you can bring to some men, okay, to just follow me through this. Some men, if he's older, he's looking for another older woman, you bring a companionship to him. He doesn't want to raise nobody's kids. He doesn't even want his own kids. He wants to have a partner that he can retire. He can travel the world. He wants someone free, and he's looking for a partner that makes him happy. No complaining, no arguing, no fussing, no fighting. Not to say that that won't happen, but his mind is, I want to enjoy the rest of my life. He's 50, 60, 70 years old. He's looking for a person, a woman. He wants to invest his time, energy, and resources into this woman. And he's looking for someone to enjoy life with. As soon as he finds somebody to enjoy life with, he'll do that. Now, again, some men, other men, that time, energy, resources into a relationship, what he wants out as an increase, a return, the rest of the men, subconsciously, even if not consciously, wants a child. This is why an older man will have a younger woman. A 50-year-old man will get a 20-year-old woman. A 60-year-old man will get a 30-year-old woman. The woman looks at him as security. The man looks at her as something I can invest into. And she's going to bring a nice return. Okay. Out of 100 stories, yes, we hear about 3, 4, or 5 of them that just had hell brought to them. But the other 95% are enjoying their future and their women, and the women enjoying their resources, time, and energy. Okay. So if you're an older woman and you're not a cougar, because a cougar ultimately is just looking for a plaything. Okay. If you're an older woman, then you need an older man if you want to go with that age group. You want an older man. The best thing you can do is be his best friend with sex. Because if he wants that lifestyle of retiring, he doesn't want no kids, he doesn't want to raise nothing, he just wants to enjoy his fruit of labor in his life. If you have your fruit of labor and he has his fruit, y'all put your fruit together and enjoy life. If you can be his best friend, you'll have an awesome life ahead of you. If you find a guy who's not ready to retire, he's still got some step, funk in his step. He's still got some pump in his, he's still doing his thing, right? One thing you need to understand, his increase, what is he investing into? He's not necessarily investing into a friend. He's investing into a future. He's thinking, my future What am I leaving behind? What's my legacy? That type of man who thinks legacy, he's gotten a divorce or he's single, he's out there, he's looking for a woman to be a woman to give him a child. Now, how do you go around doing that? If you know you have a child, who's feeding that child? Typically, a woman would. If you know the child is going to be playing and having fun in the house, who's cleaning up after that child? You know a woman typically is. But us good men out there come home after a long day's work and we'll see that you're tired. You don't have to ask him to help you. He knows to help you. And so in this context, an older woman, if she can't give him a child, a 50-year-old woman in today's time can have children. But by the time that child turns 20, a 50-year-old be 70. It's a double-edged sword. A man wants somebody younger. So when he's 50 and he turns 70, between 50 and 70, he knows that he has security in that woman to move and take care and protect that child. A 50-year-old woman and a 50-year-old roundabout man who has a child late in years, you really have to consider you're not going to have a retirement. Nope. And the question ultimately is, even if you can give a man a child, should you give a man a child at that age, knowing that retirement is around the corner? So I guess the ultimately, ladies, when a man gets to a certain age from 30 and above, you have to understand how he thinks. He has time, energy, resources. He's not looking for someone to cook, clean, and have sex with. Paying. He's not paying for that. If that's what you provide because that's what happens, that's great. We'll take it. But that's not what we're investing in. We're investing in an increase, a future. And typically a 30, 40, and 50-year-old man, he's looking for his legacy still. And so he wants somebody to take his legacy on. So if he's 50, 40, 30, he's going to get somebody who's 18 to 25. Because he has time, energy, and resources. A career woman don't have that. So she has to focus on retirement. So therefore, I would suggest finding a guy who's retiring age and be his best friend. And then when that time of retirement hits, you have what you have, he has what he has. You guys can enjoy life together. 30 to 50, 18 to 25, ladies. Increase is the child, period. If you provide cooking, cleaning, sex, we'll take it. But that we're not paying for that. Okay? So if you understand what I just said, I know it's rough. I'm trying to give it to you as delicate and as simple as I possibly can. And yes, again, there are exceptions to the rules everywhere. There's horror stories everywhere, and they're absolutely, if you just understand what I'm trying to say, you won't waste your time on something that just won't work. Ladies, understand, if you don't waste your time with something that won't work, that then will be a benefit for you. Anyway, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know what you think. And if nothing else, we will talk soon. All right. Bye-bye.